Hey everyone, this is another 3-in-1 review. This review is in response to a request I had received. Yes, so if you want me to review stuff, you can also request it. And if I have what you request, I'll do the review. Um, I don't know how people do that, but yeah, I'll I guess you can check my Amazon. I don't know. That's how this one was requested. Anyway, so yeah, this was a request to review this figure and compare it to my other figures. Um, so so the topic, so let's get on to it. Let's get on to the review. Yay, okay. So today's review topic is Erza Scarlet, or Fairy Tales Erza Scarlet. Yay, okay. So Erza Scarlet is one of the coolest characters in Fairy Tail, yay. And she has equipped magic, where she can change her outfit and sword weapons based on her fighting style and the situation around her. Um, yeah, yeah, actually, yeah. Uh, So she's one of the strongest characters in the series, and she she's just cool. Yeah, I like characters with diversity like that. Um, anyway, so on to the actual review. This figure, the Taito figure, it is, if you cannot see that, it is spelled Taito. If you want to look for this figure. This figure was one of the first figures to one of the first. It is one of the first fairy tale figures to have ever been released. That was my whole reason for getting it because of that. I was like, hey, I wanted a fairy tale figure, and the series has been out for 2 seasons and we haven't gotten a figure yet. So, oh, might have been 3, 4 seasons. I don't know, but yeah, it had been out for some time and we hadn't gotten a figure yet. So I was like, I'm getting this figure because this is the only one that's available. And the face sculpt is actually quite nice. There we go, I guess. It matches, it really complements the character very much. As you can see, it's, and the, yeah, it's a nice figure. It's all around a nice figure. There's the black translucent base. Yes, that is very translucent. Now, as you can see, so I do like this figure. At the time, I actually despised it until I saw it like this, and I was like, hey, that's actually not a very bad figure. Um, it it actually captures the appearance very well. The Definitely the face sculpt, the neck sculpt might be, yeah, the neck sculpt might be really good, and yeah, it's one of the only figures to actually show off her earrings. Um, Now for the downside, now for the cons of this figure. The paint is, in certain areas, it's actually really bad. There are some faded areas, like right there. Um, and there are, and then also the sculpt itself. Sorry, I'm trying to find a good lighting position for this. It the another con about it is that the chains are sorry. Um, the chains are actually dividing the pieces. So this body piece is not a single body. You know, this piece right here, not connected, unlike these two. That arm, most likely not connected. And so, and you know, if you were to be like, hey, I don't care for the chain, it's an eyesore, just like, especially for parts like that, where the chain is not molded really well, basically. It just looks like a really, really tiny, frilly skirt-ish thing, I guess. Yeah, I don't care for the chain at all. But as you can see, if I come in close like that, the body is split. That chain goes all the way inside. And no dirty thoughts, please. This piece is actually connected to inside the leg. So if you tried to remove the chain, there'd be a hole in the leg. But all in all, it's a nice figure, nice sculpt, despite the bad, despite the bad paint and the bad sculpting choices. Okay, on to my next one. The next one is the X Plus figure. And I actually like this one a lot because it's based off of a manga picture, and I think it captures it quite nicely. These are not separate. However, it does come with separate chains. It comes with 3 of them, actually. And that, you know, you can be artistic in your ways. But, although this is how it's supposed to look. And it, as I said, it captures the manga image, the original image, very nicely. Here's the base. So you have fairy tale at the top, the fairy tale symbol, nice and big. By the way, it's really clear. And Erza Scarlet's name right there. Yeah. So this is one of my more favorite ones. I like the hair mold. The neck mold is not too long. Face mold captures. It is actually molded quite nicely. It very much, if I had to compare it to the image right there, I'd say it captures it quite nicely. Which now leads me to my next one. My next one is my recent one. My next one is the whole reason for this review. My next one is not my favorite one. It is the Hobby Japan. It is the Hobby Japan. What was this armor's name? Sarashi? Japanese cloth, basically. That's one of the ways it was translated. I don't know. But it is not my favorite figure. Despite the cast off and all that, it, ugh, yeah. And no, that wasn't a yawn, that was a gripe of, oh my god. Okay. The sword is quite nice. That's probably actually the best part of the figure. It comes with two of them. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So it comes with two swords. And they are really nice, nicely detailed. This one actually came apart a few times, so it's not the best one to look at. So it's nicely detailed. The black, the black part, I guess, is supposed to be like black steel. I think that's what it's called, and or black metal. I don't know. And yeah, so nice, fairly nice detail right there. Unfortunately, these parts are a bit bent. I do have another sword to put in comparison. This is one of the swords for a Psylocke figure I have. This is a Kotobuya mode, and as you can see, it's the metal is the metallic the sword itself is metallic and looks really nice. I wanted to say that they're probably trying to represent that, but kind of fail at it. But actually, I think I've seen swords like this, so I'm thinking that yeah, it's supposed to be like a black steel sword or something. And as you can see, the lengths are different. I think the figures are actually both 1/8, but yeah, lengths are different. This one's definitely a lot bigger compared to this. Although this one looks really nice. Anyway, so yeah, that's the sword. I'll show the base off. Unlike the other two, this one actually has posts. You can stand them on. I didn't put the other two on because it gives it that stilted look. Anyway, so it's nice red. Sorry. It's nice and red. Translucent with the fairy tale symbol. I have painted your world in red. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, yeah, so really nice. And now for the main attraction. The alternate head. I'm kidding. But yes, so I do want to say that this, there you go, that looks very similar to that, and on camera it does. On camera it does, and actually, what to say, it does. I can't help it. It actually looks very similar. So I want to say the face sculpt is very nice and accurate. But that's without the head, without the body. And here's why. That does not look similar. Don't get me wrong, this is the head sculpt that the character this is the hairstyle that the character uses in this outfit. But the head sculpt, there's something about that head sculpt, or maybe it's the neck. The neck seems a bit too long, which is one of the things I didn't care for it. The bandages are not a consistent color. You have white, you have like a white, as I put it, and then you have a gray white, and That's one of the things that bugs me. The other thing that bugs me is the cast off does not stay on. So if I wanted to display her in this outfit, it would not be perfect, see? Because it would like to separate and come off. The head sculpt, when you put it on the body, looks a lot more mature than the character actually is. In fact, it makes it look like the head sculpt sort of feels like a generic head sculpt. Like, you know, like it's something I had seen from another figure. But all in all, it's nice. I just would not pay what I paid for it had I seen it this. I got this for like $90. Holy crap! What was I thinking? I mean, I've seen reviews where people were like, "Oh yeah, it's such an amazing figure," and blah, blah. It's a nice figure. Not the best, but it's nice. And it with the problems I'm having with mine, I'm wondering, hoping not, but wondering if mine's is actually a bootleg. I seriously hope not. I mean, the package says Hobby Japan on it, so I'm guessing the package at least is not the bootleg. But the figure itself, I mean, like, you have like that red paint right there, which I guess could come off. You have, but yeah, the cast off is just, it's a problem. I'm not gonna do the cast. I'm not gonna take off this piece because you can see that in another video or on pictures, and I don't want to sink my videos down to that level any further than it actually is. Yeah, it's an alright figure. These two I like better, but this one I honestly am not all that happy for it. It's definitely not one of my worst figure. It's definitely not one of my best figures. Before doing this review, I used to think it was not one of my worst figures either, but I've been proven wrong. But that's, I guess, in personal interest. Yeah. So that's the review. Definitely came out to less than 30 minutes. If you like this review and you want to see more reviews, tell me you liked it. I can always use a lot more of these, and none of these would be nice. A lot of these would be great. I'll try to get more reviews done. I do have a list of things I want to review. In fact, I'm probably going to do another review real soon. Till then, see you guys later.